Greetings, loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. I hope everybody's doing well and having a wonderful start of their week. So, before we go ahead to today's topic, of course, let us start off with the spiritual copyright disclaimer. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This information is given directly to me as a divine channel, and any use or reproduction of this information without the proper accreditation or acknowledgement from which this information was received will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties or individual. And so it is. Now, with that being said, today's topic is going to be on returning the same energy. And the reason why I feel the need to talk about this is because, a lot of people, especially in the African American, culture and community, we are big on this hype of return the same energy, which means if somebody gives us bad vibes, somebody give us attitude, we feel as though we have to return the same energy to let them know that we ain't no punk ass bitch or anything like that. And this is a very, very large issue that we have going on in today's era. It's ridiculous to where people, instead of taking negative energy that may be received from a person, place, or thing and transmuting it into something positive or building on it, people would rather to return the same energy to their own detriment even. And that is something that really needs to stop, not just in the African American community, but in all communities, because there are also people who are more old school, the people that we look up to who raised us. A lot of them were raised with the same kind of ethic or motto, whereas they feel as though they're going to return the energy. And that is what can continuously cause rifts in family. That's what causes separation in family, because people want to return the same energy either that they're given from that immediate person in front of them, or they're going to keep recycling that same old energy that has caused toxic patterns in their family and caused negative breakdowns in communication, in actions, and everything. Now is a time where, with everything that we are going through in the world, all the ups and downs that we see in today's society, all of the acts of negligence and harm that people, would rather return the same energy on instead of stepping in, breaking up, interfering, or even transmuting the energy to have a better outcome for everyone all over, that is at an all-time low. Now, everybody is on that motto of returning the same energy, and they're not really realizing that there is a thing called the circle of life. What goes around comes around. So if you keep returning that same negative energy and putting that out into the universe, that is what you are going to get back. That is what you are going to sow. You are going to reap what you sow. And then when you are continually wondering, why you keep on doing different things, trying to make progress in your life, why you keep on having the same communication issues with people, whether it's verbal communication, physical communication, because a lot of times actions speak louder than words as well. But if you're in a toxic environment, or if you're somewhere where you don't even enjoy it, so therefore it may dampen your energy a little bit, or it may bring your spirits down, instead of you trying to find your happy place, find your niche in the area where you are, and being an example to others who may not like that energy as well. Like, okay, instead of returning the same energy and keeping up that toxic facade, I can choose to be different. I can choose to act different. I can choose to transmute that energy and do something more positive and perhaps change the environment. Instead of that, a lot of people are content to just keep on dishing out what they are receiving. And that return of that same negative energy, that is killing us. That is killing our environment. That is killing our past, our history that we have. That is killing our future, because you're already damning yourself before you even getting started, because you're recycling that same old toxic energy. That is something that everybody has to take a step. You consciously have to make the decision not to return the same energy to people, especially when it is something negative. Because no matter how much love and light you say you are, and I know a lot of people feel as though love and light is bullshit, nobody is fully love and light, okay? Everybody should have a equal balance of light and dark, yin and yang, to achieve utmost harmony in their actions and stuff. But if you claim that you are love and light, or if you want to raise your vibration, you're not going to raise your vibration by returning that same negative energy. If you can't remove yourself from that toxic environment, then it's going to be up to you to find, as I said, your happy place inside of you internally. You focus on that light inside of you and you make that shine from the inside out in order to touch others. You never know. Some people, they don't want to return that same energy. They just may not know how to be positive because they're products of their environments. And some people, not everybody can think outside of the box, basically. So you do have those who would like to change their energy, but they have no positive example on what positive energy looks like because they're in a toxic environment and that's all they're around. But you can be that person, you can be that example of how to dish out what it is you want to receive, okay? Just because everybody around you, has low self-esteem or personality issues and they talk down to everybody, that doesn't mean that you have to go and talk down to people as well. You may be wanting to be spoken to like a professional. You may want to have some respect on your name. The best way to get that respect on your name is to treat people with that respect. And if they choose not to give it back to you, instead of returning that same energy, you simply remove yourself out of that environment in any way that you can. You remove yourself out of that environment, okay? And instead of you lowering your vibration by returning that same energy, in a way, even though your pride may be hurt or your ego may be nicked at that time, you will, in the long run, end up raising your vibration, okay? Because you proved that you are stronger. You proved that your energy is stronger, and therefore that will multiply and that will manifest. That's something that we need to understand. And there are also people who feel as though if just because they are stuck in certain environments and everybody around them is just toxic and just giving out negative energy, they feel as though they have no choice but to return that same energy because they have this kill or be killed mentality. And I'm going to tell you that is false, okay? You may be locked up, incarcerated, and you're just surrounded by a whole bunch of toxic people, and you feel as though, okay, if I'm too soft, they're gonna beat my ass, they're gonna kill me. Returning the same energy or even having a higher vibration, first of all, return the same energy in an environment like that is gonna cost you even more energy than you may even have. Because if you're returning negative energy to everybody around you, who do you think is gonna get drained quicker? All those numerous people that are coming at you wrong, or you, that one person that is trying to come at everybody else, all those numerous people, just as wrong as they come to you? How many times are you expending your energy to those people, whereas they're expending their energy just that one time towards you? Think about that. So you're draining yourself. Instead of that, you can remove yourself, all right? If you're incarcerated, go to your fucking room, find a hobby, read a book. Find a craft, find your niche, find something that you can put your energy into that will have positive results. Even if you're feeling negative at that time, okay, you can do art, you can draw something, you can write something that can expel that negative energy, and in turn will turn out to be positive because it may help somebody else. Somebody else may be going through something, and that piece of art or that piece of work that you created and how you expressed that energy so creatively could inspire somebody else to transmute their own energy instead of returning the same energy to people in their environment, in their toxic environments. Sometimes you have to be the example. I know everybody is not put here to be a leader. However, you pick and choose what you want to follow. And that's what makes you a better person. That's what makes you stronger. That is what can even eventually build you up to be the leader that you aspire to be. But if you are returning the same energy of all the toxic energies and entities around you, you are doing yourself a disservice, and you are doing exactly what it is that those energies wanted to do to you, and that is bring yourself down, except you're doing it yourself, right? You can always, especially if you are the type of person who believes in karma, who believes in positive and negative manifestations, all right? Regardless of what the people around you are putting, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. Just shut the fuck up, remove yourself from the situation, right? I'm not saying don't express yourself, because you definitely are entitled to express yourself. But if you know you're in a high volume situation, I'm going to say, where there's a lot of emotions, raging emotions and stuff, and you may say the wrong thing or something, but you still want to say your piece, you can choose your words. You can pick your words wisely to express yourself Or you could even remove yourself from that situation and then come back once you have calmed down, and you can relay and express how you feel in a way that you are not lowering your vibration. You're not matching that negative energy, but you're still saying what you have to say, but you're handling yourself. You're conducting yourself as a leader. You're conducting yourself as somebody who is confident and sure in themselves and does not have to tear somebody else down or return the same negative energy in order to feel better about themselves, right? Because all of that starts from within, right? Those people who are putting out that negative energy that they're putting out, that started inside of them. That is something that festered inside of them, whether it was because of how they were treated by others or how they feel about themselves that they choose to project onto others. Now, once they are putting those projections out into the world and to everybody, how you choose to receive it, shit, you could duck it and dodge and do the matrix on the shit. That's what I do. I'd be like, fuck that. Miss me with that bullshit. I remove myself from situations, or I hit my matrix on it. You feel me? But how you choose to react to it is going to be what culminates inside of you. Now, if you are just as miserable as that person on the inside, then of course you're going to love to return that same energy. Your energy matcher all up in these streets, okay? However, that doesn't mean that you're getting anywhere. That's going to hold you back in the long run, whether you think so or not. Whether at the time it fluffs your ego and makes you feel justified and you feel like, oh yes, I wasn't taking a fool for, I got my point across X, Y, and Z. Remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can give out energy that can quelch that negative energy instead of returning that same negative energy, right? You don't let minute things like that take you off of your path, because all of those are tests, distractions, especially if you're trying to elevate. Each time that you return that same energy, you decrease your elevation and you have to start all over again with that same step, with that same issue until you get it. And that's something that we need to realize, right? It's baby steps. The world wasn't built in a day. Having a high vibration and maintaining a high vibration will not happen in a day, especially when you are in negative environments. But if you continue to return that energy, you will never reach the zen that you're looking for within yourself. And that's something that I would like for everybody to realize, okay? I'm not saying be perfect, because I'm not fucking perfect. I still pop off and stuff. However, what I will not do is return that same negative energy to anybody who puts that out to me, because you know what? That's not me. Even if I was that way in my youth, because we live, we learn, we go through feelings in different stages of life, we process them different ways. Everybody has been at certain points in their life. That is a part of life. That's a part of the path. However, that's not who I'm going to be today, right? And that's not who I want you guys to be tomorrow. Once you realize that, to make a conscious effort not to return the same energy to people unless it is of the vibration of love. That's period. I don't care what your naysayers say, the people always love and let, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. Fuck what you're saying. What I'm saying is the greatest power, the highest vibration of all is love, right? And you should never let anybody bring you out of that vibration willingly, which means you returning that same energy. You always act from that higher place of love, always, and it will always be returned to you in the same way. If not from that person, from somewhere else, the universe will bless you. That's the lesson for today, guys. I could go on and on about that, but I feel like you get the point. So with that being said, don't forget, don't return the same energy to people. You put out the energy that you want to receive. And even if you don't get that energy from that person, you will get it from somewhere else. Okay, with that being said, y'all, don't forget, check out my Etsy shop where I have all kinds of custom crystal jewelry to help you on any part of your spiritual journey, any part of maintaining and raising your vibration. There's a crystal for it. I definitely have descriptions of all the crystals, their uses and their benefits, spiritual and non-spiritual, for all, children, man, woman, alien, starseed, light worker, whatever. I have something for you. And I also make custom orders. Go ahead and check me out on Etsy, Empress Oracle Shop. And with that being said, stop returning the same energy to others who don't deserve it. And have a wonderful, beautiful day and be blessed. I love you all.